You know, everyone loves to blame burnout on long hours, but what if burnout has nothing to do with effort and everything to do with like the seven things you could have cut and you should have cut realistically months ago? When you start doing less, you actually, surprisingly, hear me out, you burn out a lot less. I realized this when I was first, trying to grow my brand up in Texas. I was just taking clients, didn't matter the size, didn't matter profitability chance. I just took so many different clients. So at one point, I had like 10 to 15 clients, which on paper sounds very impressive. Busy entrepreneur, am I right? The truth was that only three of them were actually like worth a damn. And the rest of them either drained my energy because they may have been too far or they were being assholes about it, expecting billions of dollars for a piece of shit CD from no one cares. Also took away a lot of my time because I would have to drive to these places or they would have a lot of inventory where you would think 6,000 is a good number, but then you realize it's a lot of romance novels and mass markets. Those are really rare to sell. So I was wasting a lot of my time. And I was just thinking, why the fuck am I killing myself for people who don't move the needle in the slightest? What I realized is the grind itself wasn't my issue. It was the people I was investing my time and energy into that was killing me a little bit. Now, I know for a lot of people, especially like when you're just starting a business, it's really scary to cut clients. You've done all this work and now you're at a point where you're potentially better off cutting them. And I get it, you're scared of losing money, maybe you're scared of losing momentum. Maybe it'd make your business look smaller. Maybe you regret it. And you never know. Like they might say some negative stuff about you, even though it was mutually beneficial for both of you to stop working. Like there's a lot that happens. And I get that. Because even myself, I was like, if you have a ton of clients, I mean, you're going to make a lot of money. The whole full calendar bullshit was like, dude, you are winning, dog. Look at how much shit you have to do, dog. And if you said no, you're just an ungrateful piece of shit. Stuff like that it just made sense in the world. But when you take a step back, is really, really dumb. Like really dumb. So when I cut these people, I obviously let them know in a nice, respectful manner, which you should do. If you are going to stop working with people, give them reasons, let them know why you think it's a good idea to stop working. Don't be an asshole. Be like, all right, I'm done blocking you. I'm done. No, no, no. Be nice. Let them know why. And as it turns out, after cutting them, a couple months later, my energy was back. My confidence came back. I had fucking way more money than I did when I was focusing on just the three clients. And I became more, I believe the word I'm looking for is like stringent or more rigid on who I accept as a client. Since if I'm going to invest a lot of my time into inventory or a deal or something, I want to make sure it's worth my time more than their time because I'm doing all the work, not them. They're just providing the goods. So if it's not worth it to me, I'm not interested. That's kind of what I've been doing. So nowadays, I think since I started shifting to a more strict deal closing, I've closed, I think, in the past maybe 6 months or so, maybe another three or four people on some sort of retainer or they'll reach out to me. Because if you focus on everyone, you lose yourself, burnout. You focus on the people that make you money, and you're going to make some money. It's as simple as that. You can burn out, just doing the wrong things. Even you're doing all the right actions, if you're putting all your effort into the wrong people or the wrong deals, you're just wasting your time and you're just unnecessarily burning yourself out. So, what I would do in this situation, if I had something similar, again, I would kind of map out where I got the most inventory from in relation to how much profit I got out of it, whether it was Amazon FBA or whether it was the half price drop offs, and how easy they were to work with and how consistent they were in terms of giving more inventory. Because it's one thing to get like a 10,000 but it's only once a year versus getting like 2,000 but it's like every week. It's a very big difference. Make a list of maybe your clients or activities you may be doing because it also applies to activities. Whatever isn't driving you towards your goals way more, cut them first. Don't do it last. Don't try and hold on to stuff that you know is bad. If it's not working, it's wasting your time and your effort. Why are you doing it? Cut it immediately. If it's a client, let them know, hey, so and so, this ain't working. I'm out. G. Obviously, I'm professional because I'm not the best professionalism type of guy. Go somewhere else for that. That ain't me, dog. So, in essence, doing less doesn't make you less of a businessman or a person. Doing less is what gives you your life back because burnout ends the moment you stop caring what isn't making you money or what isn't giving you satisfaction in life.